Hi, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to the Hermit's Moon 2025 halftime reading. This is where we are going to contemplate, find out what the rest of your 2025 is going to look like. So welcome to my channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Renee. I would love for you to hit like and subscribe and become part of my community if the reading resonates, okay? But welcome. All right, let's cut the deck and see what Aquarius needs to know for the rest of the year. It's flying by, isn't it? Okay, where you're currently at, the Five of Pentacles. Wow, Aquarius, this is feeling left behind and feeling left out in the cold. I feel like maybe some of you have either been broken up or abandoned by somebody that you really thought was going to be with you for the long haul, and maybe it came as a shock. Or you feel like you're being left behind and that you're watching everybody else get what they want with their goals and their dreams, but yours aren't manifesting or they're not happening. And you're just kind of sitting there wondering like, hey, where's mine? So this is, the fives are about difficulties and they're also about change. So it's up to you to put the change into your life that you want. But this is just, I feel like mostly you just feeling a little bit like 2025 really isn't looking like you expected it to. And you want to know what you need to do going forward, which is why you are clicking on this video. Now, what's crossing you? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is a good card in reverse. This is you breaking free of the cycle that got you in that Five of Pentacles to begin with. This is you possibly setting out on a different course, doing a 180 and figuring out what it is you want to do, where you want to go, what you want to be, what you want in life, and figuring out how to do it. You're not making excuses for yourself anymore. You are plowing ahead and determined to make life what you want it to be. So good for you, Aquarius. Now, what at your foundation? Virgo energy with the Hermit. I feel like you guys need to really take this card seriously. This is the card of evaluation, like self-evaluation, self-reflection. It's going within and knowing that you have all the answers within you. You are connected to the divine already. All you need to do is really ask yourself the hard questions and then listen to where your inner guide leads you. But the answers are within you, hun. You can figure this out. You just need to have some quiet time and go within. If you're going out running around and partying and, maybe having too good a time, maybe that's where your answer lies. Maybe you're just not spending enough time on the goals that you want to manifest or draw to you, and you're having too much fun in 2025. But this is about you kind of taking a step back, being by yourself, quietly contemplating what you need to do, and the answer is going to come to you. Now, in your recent past, you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is the give and take card, and I feel like maybe you have felt like you've been taken advantage of by someone. Might possibly be why that Five of Pentacles showed up, is you feel let down by somebody. And maybe you feel like you're just giving and giving and giving and you're not getting anything back in return. And this may not be about you with a relationship. It might just be about you and life. Like you were feeling like you were showing up every day. You're doing the work. You're taking positive steps forward, but it's still not happening. And that might be why you need to sit in that Virgo energy for a minute and determine what else you need to be doing, where your energy needs to be going in order to start getting results. But it's time for you to start taking life seriously and planting some seeds. Now, what's crowning you? Five of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're going to get the answers you need, Aquarius. You just need to do the exercises that I'm talking about here and just, the answers, like I said, are already within you. The peace is already there. And you just need to quiet yourself and settle down for a minute so that you can hear what your body and what your mind are trying to tell you. Now, something coming in for you, we have Libra energy, and this is the Justice card in reverse. This is the card of karma coming back around, and I don't like when it shows up in reverse because I always tell people what goes around comes around and you get what you give. When justice shows up reverse, it can be hard lessons learned coming back to you. So like I said, this could possibly be you, maybe you're hearing for the first time what I'm trying to tell you about. Maybe you've been putting your energy and your attention in the wrong place, and now it's time for you to really get serious. You've got 6 months before the year is over. What do you want to make happen in those 6 months? Because a lot can happen. Your life could look totally different in 30 days if you just get serious and start planting the seeds and getting this card up right. But how serious are you going to make it? How badly do you want it? You're in the driver's seat, Aquarius, not anybody else. It's up to you. Okay, so how you're feeling about this situation. I like this card, actually. I know it seems scary, but this is the rock bottom card with the 10 of Swords. And the beautiful thing about the rock bottom card is there's nowhere to go but up. So remember what I said earlier about maybe you've been going out a little bit too much, maybe, this like partying, maybe just having too good of a time. It might be time for you to do some reflection about your habits and about, like I said, how you're spending your time, but also does something have a hold on you that you need to let go of, that you need to release? This is the card of addiction. And I always bring this up because that is my family disease. When this card shows up, I always want to put that out there that something might be out of control. You may have already had this rock bottom moment, and that might be why your reading started out with the 5 of Pentacles as well. But it's time for you to take it serious. It's time for you to really evaluate and reflect on how you're living life. What practices are you doing every day? Are they healthy or are they unhealthy? Only you can really answer that. But before you really have a rough moment, do some reflecting. This moment may have already passed because when this card shows up, it's usually after the fact. So this could be you just saying, hey, I know that I've messed up. I know that I have not been, living life in a way where I should expect good things to come into it. Now it's time for me to turn that around. Okay, your environment, we have the moon in reverse. I feel like you're getting answers already. When the moon is in reverse, this is Pisces energy, first of all. So it's your intuition, your fears. This is you conquering fears. But this is about you, the light is being shed on a situation. And it might just be, maybe you're having an epiphany with this reading, and that's the light that's being shed. Or maybe this rock bottom moment has happened and now you're getting a little bit wiser about things. You're seeing where this is going and you're not liking it, and you're learning that it's not too late. You can turn things around. You are the one who's in control of your life. So take charge, take actual control of it. But this is you getting wiser. It's you learning something and a light being shined onto the situation where you know the answer. Okay, you've already, if you've been sitting in this contemplation mode with this Hermit card, you've already gotten the answer. And that is the Moon card confirming that for you, because the light has been shed on the situation already. Now your hopes and dreams for the future. Cancer energy. We're at the very beginning of Cancer season. We just had the Cancer new moon yesterday. And this is you actually getting in the driver's seat and going in a different direction. I think the words that I'm telling you are hitting home, and you're realizing that, yes, it is time for a change. I do know that I am responsible for any mistakes or anything that I'm unhappy about in my life. Maybe that's all the rock bottom moment is right there, is just you realizing, yeah, I need to turn things around, and thank God it's not too late for me, and I can do that. You're in charge. And that's the card of victory, and that's what you want. That's a very good card to show up in your hopes, because that means that you haven't given up hope and you are ready to start out on that new beginning and making it happen. Your outcome is the 5 of Cups, and this is the card of hard lessons learned. It might be a moment of you grieving something that you needed to release, especially with this 10 of Swords moment here. with the Five of Cups there, he's really sad about these cups that have spilled, but he's totally ignoring the two full cups that he has in the back of him. That's his future. That's his hopes. That's his positive energy, the positive things in his life. This is no longer serving him. And why he's grieving it is really more just out of habit than anything else, because he doesn't even want to do that anymore. And that might be where you're at, guys, with that Ten of Swords. And I dropped it on the floor, so hang on a minute, let me get it. You know, the Ten of Swords moment that you've had, or that you're trying to avoid, maybe you can pump the brakes before that happens. You know it's time to let it go. Whatever it is that's holding you back and keeping you a prisoner from this is you breaking free. This is the advice. This is the challenge of what you need to do. Breaking free of before this happens, or as this is happening. Whatever this really tough thing is, it's going to set you free. Okay? You're going to rise up out of this Five of Pentacles and know that there's a better way to live. There's more happiness. You've got fives on the table, guys, and fives are the energy of change. So be happy about that. There are 3 fives here. So the difficulties, that's five is difficulties and challenges, and that might be all that your Ten of Swords card is here. But you're seeing this, and this is your sign to go a different way. Go a different way. You can still do it. Now at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the self-made card, the entrepreneur. She's living the life of luxury, but not while she's in reverse. And if you want to turn this card around and get it upright, that's what we're going to think about and what we're going to get some clarity on in the next part of this reading, so that you can get this card upright, because you have 6 months still to grow, to make changes, and accomplish whatever you wanted 2025 to look like. Maybe you wanted a different job, or a better relationship, or even a new relationship. Well, honey, you're at mid-year. There's still lots of time to do that. So don't stress out about it. Now the clarity for the Five of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant. And it's interesting because these are 2 church cards, really. I mean, to me, I always feel like the Five of Pentacles, they're outside of the church. That looks like a church to me anyway, with the stained glass windows. And the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, is also called the Pope card. So I feel like spirituality is really coming to a head for you. Maybe you're searching for a different spiritual path, or just starting one, period. I feel like it would do you some good to get in touch with your spiritual side. And maybe that would be helping you with this rock bottom moment. You know, a lot of times and I'm not saying you have addiction. I just go back to it because it's a family thing for me. But the problem with addiction, not the only problem, but one of the roots of it is spirituality. Acknowledging your higher power, knowing that there's a greater power out in the universe, and you can lean on that power and call that power in. And I really do feel like that's the message here with this card combination, and it's at the very beginning of your reading, is really it's time for you to maybe cultivate a deeper spiritual practice. And what that's going to be is up to you, but you can find the answers for sure. Excuse me. Now what's crossing you, breaking free with that Eight of Swords in reverse? Let's just pull a card here. The Lovers, Gemini energy. This is so true. Both of these cards are about choice. The Lovers card, it is associated with big love and love relationships, and it absolutely can be. But really the main message of the Lovers is choosing. You know, Gemini energy is the twins, duality, 2 choices here. And when it shows up as a major arcana, it's a big choice. The majors are big moments in life. And this is also you making the choice. Do you want to stay in that prison right there that she's in? Now it showed up reverse. So I feel like what you really want to do, Aquarius, is break out of this prison. It's time for you to do life differently. But you have to make the choice to do that. You have the power within you. You have the power. You can lean on your higher power. You have that higher power within you. You are connected to source already. So if you need that to get the ball rolling, absolutely lean on it. Excuse me. But you got to make the choice to do it. And it's a big choice. Why am I dropping cards? I don't normally do that. We're going to take this one though. I picked it up in reverse, and that is, we're going to use this to clarify the Hermit here. I feel like you are really feeling unstable, and because you have not gone within and done the reflection that is required for you to know exactly where you want to go and what you want to accomplish and how you want to live your life. Let's just use that last part. How you want to live going forward. But you've not been grounded. You've not been in charge of your life, really. You have been maybe letting other people do it for you or following along with the crowd. And you need to stop that. It's time for you to stand in your own power and be responsible for you, Aquarius. Now, that Six of Pentacles, that recent maybe epiphany or something in our life where we're realizing that we're not planting good seeds. What are we going to harvest at the end of 2025 because what we've been doing isn't working? Let's get a clarifier. Okay, the World. The World, when it shows up, is about an ending so that a new beginning can happen. And when you plant seeds, that's your beginning. But when you're thinking about the harvest, that's your ending. So if it's really important right now for you to think about what seeds you're putting in the ground, how you're nurturing them, and what you want them to look like in 6 months. Are they going to be well cared for? Or are they going to look a little raggedy, like, you know, they're surviving, but they're not thriving? How do you want your 2025 to look? That might be y'all's, the name of your video. Make a note of that before I forget. Yeah, are you surviving or are you thriving? And how do you want 2026 to look? You know, don't carry this energy with you. Get this card upright. Start planting seeds so that at the end of the year, you feel like your life is more accomplished of what you wanted 2025 to look like. This is a whole year that we have had to develop, to nurture, and to grow. So are you achieving growth or not? Because 2025 is going to close out no matter what we do. We can't stop time. I'm using this as the December 31st card in this reading because that's the time span that this reading is going to cover. The World is December 31st. What do you want your world to look like on December 31st? You better start thinking about that, okay? Crowning you, the Five of Wands in reverse, the peace that you're trying to call in and obtain. The Queen of Wands. This queen is no shrinking violet. She is someone who's not afraid to go after her goals and dreams. And I feel like that is the energy that you need to be taking on right now. You need to dream big and you need to light a fire under yourself because she is a fire sign. She is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. She likes to get up and take action. And if you want to have peace at the end of the year and feel like you've accomplished something and gotten over these hurdles and these changes and these challenges, it's time for you to take charge. And don't let anybody else tell you what that's going to look like. It's time for you to make that decision and make that happen. Now, one thing about this Justice in reverse that I always remind people, I didn't say it earlier. When the Justice card shows up, it also is the energy of the legal system. So think about court systems, Think about the police, legal action. When it shows up in reverse, now this is in your future. And remember, right after it, we are pulling this Ten of Swords card. To me, this is a red flag being waved in your face, Aquarius. So make sure that you're not speeding. Absolutely make sure that you're not drinking and driving. This is a warning sign for somebody to make sure you're playing by the rules before the Ten of Swords moment comes. You can save yourself a lot of heartache and stress by simply doing what you're supposed to do before the Tower moment shows up, okay? Let's pull this card. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like for somebody, well, for all of us, karma's coming back, okay? These are two very big karma cards. They are both major arcanas. They are both about balance and cycles and about putting out good energy so that we get good energy coming back. And they're in reverse. Now, they're in the future position for you, so it's not too late. You're watching this video for a reason. So it's time for you to start doing right, playing by the rules. We all have to, whether we want to realize it or own it or not. We are all bound by a legal system that if we mess it up, we're going to answer for it. And this is your warning sign, okay? This is it. You want good energy to come back to you. Now, it may not be something as big as getting arrested or anything, but what it can be for you, Aquarius, is realizing that do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Send out good vibes so that good vibes are coming back to you. I mean, I really do feel like that's going to be important as you are going forward for the rest of 2025. Now, that Ten of Swords card, we need some clarity for that rock bottom moment. Let's just pull a card. Strength, okay? The beautiful thing about rock bottom moments is when we survive them, we are stronger for it. And whatever this is for you, coming wherever you're feeling, this is in the area of your feelings. So you're already having these feelings right now. You are developing more strength than what you know, Aquarius. I want you to claim that and own it and know that you are a powerful individual. You are able to make any choices that you want to make, and you are responsible for the choices that you want to make. So out of this rock bottom moment, you are going to become wiser and stronger for it. That's the good thing, okay? That is one of the beautiful lessons with it. When you're going through these fives, like I said, you have three of them on the table. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Five of Cups. Challenges, changes, obstacles, things to overcome. That's where the strength is coming in, okay? You're gaining strength and you're gaining courage. You're getting stronger. You're building character. And that is a beautiful thing for you. If you don't do anything else in 2025, if you build some character and some strength, honey, you're ahead of the game. That's good. Now that Moon card around your environment where you're gonna see the light, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I feel like that's what this Moon card is. Each one of you knows what it is that I'm addressing. It's gonna be something different for each one of you because this is a general reading. But you know what I'm talking about. Okay, the Four of Cups. Are you going to ignore the lesson, Aquarius? Or are you going to actually deal with it? Don't stick your head in the sand right now, and don't ignore the light that is being shined down on this karmic moment for you. This pivotal moment where we are leaving the first half of 2025 and entering the second half, where we still have time to right our wrongs, to take life seriously, to take our dreams and goals seriously, our relationships, whatever it is that you're trying to work on. There's still a lot of time for you. Don't ignore it. Don't turn a blind eye to it. Or you know what? You're just going to repeat the cycle and you're going to start all over again in 2026. And who wants to do that? Okay, let's get a clarifier for the Chariot card, your hopes and dreams. You want to be in charge, Aquarius, and you want to fulfill these things and have victory at the end of the year. Okay, this is interesting. This is clarifying your journey, you being in charge. I feel like there's still some fear lingering. There's still some things you don't want to let go of. And I pulled, look at what the next card is on the spread. Another Five of Cups. Something is holding you back, Aquarius, and each one of you knows what it is. And like I said, it's up to you to deal with it and move on from it. If you don't, you're just on rinse and repeat. That wheel is just going to come right back around. You're going to repeat things, and don't do it. Just please, please, please use this time to build character and do better for yourself. Okay, the clarifying card for the Five of Cups, our outcome, is the Three of Pentacles. People are watching. You know, this is a networking card, and this is about you with the light that's being shed here with this moon card. People are watching you. You're going to get your just due. Your just dues, is that what they call that? The Three of Pentacles is about maybe asking for some help in getting through the hard times, because we're ending your reading on a 5 here, and I told you 5s are challenges. There's no shame in asking somebody for help. Remember, you also have this Six of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like this is another card indicating that it's time for you to maybe, you could get counseling or therapy. You could use a mentor, somebody that you look up to who's making good things happen in their life. Model yourself after that. This could possibly be you watching that person and taking notes and being like, you know what, I want to do what they're doing because they're winning and I want to win too. And there's still plenty of time for you to win, Aquarius. There is still plenty of time for you to accomplish whatever it is that you're setting out to do. Now let's get a theme for y'all for the rest of the year. Something you can focus on to help you be successful. We have Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine. Beautiful. Okay, peacocks represent abundance. And if you remember, where was it in this reading? Where is she? I thought we pulled the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, here she is. Yeah, your underlying energy. Is there a peacock here? No, but she reminds me of the peacock because her life is luxury, and to me, peacocks represent luxury. And it's not too late for you to cultivate that energy of a luxurious life, of accomplishment, of getting the job that you want, getting the relationship that you want. But this is you shining a light on yourself, a new light with this moon card. You want a new light to shine down on you, and you want to stand in that light and in that glow and bask in that, because that's going to be what motivates you to get up every day and make the necessary changes that you need to make in order to make it happen. Now for your love life, Aquarius, let's get a card for you. Let it shine. Talking. Interested messages, waiting messages, texts, calls, email, talking more. Communication is going to be so important for you for the rest of the year, guys. I feel like it's you're going to have important talks. I feel like you're going to meet important people that are going to help you on this new path. Like I said, with this Three of Pentacles, getting a mentor or somebody that you admire and maybe having conversations with them, taking their advice. Or you could possibly meet someone. If you do, have good conversations, really get to know them before you go too deep with them. Make sure they qualify for what you want to draw into your life so that you're not repeating old patterns, okay? Surrender. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. Here's a card that's not supposed to be in this deck. So I feel like it is a an important message for you guys. You know, this is the deck I just pulled the Peacock Spirit from. You have Flamingo Spirit here as well, and it's about embracing the in-between. And I feel like that's what we're talking about here, this energy of growth. There is still a lot of joy and a lot of goodness to be had while you are embracing this energy, while you're going after your goals and dreams. It's that very much that card of happiness is about the journey. No, yeah, the journey, not the destination. Wake up every day and be excited. Look for goodness in every day. Look for something for you to be excited about in every day. And then that's going to raise your vibration. That's going to make you a happier and more fulfilled person and give you more of an attitude of gratitude, which is what you need when you're trying to manifest. Okay, surrender your desire to control people. Okay, have you been doing that, Aquarius? Have you been maybe in a relationship? Have you been trying to be the boss and it's not really getting you anywhere? Maybe that's why you're feeling left out. Maybe somebody got tired of you trying to control them and they had said enough, you know. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup with that Hermit card. Do some reflection work. Find out what you need to change or you need to work on, and give the situation some breathing room. Very, very good advice there. And then one more card here for you. Let's just end it on a note of happiness, I hope. Okay, impatience. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. Remember, you are embracing the in-between. The divine has a plan for you. Remember the higher power that I was talking about. There is a plan in place for you, Aquarius. All delays are beneficial. Nothing that is meant for you can be taken from you, and it's going to come at the exact moment that it is supposed to. If it came too soon, you might miss it. If you may want something right this very second, but there might be some growth that you're needing to do. That light needs to be shining down on you first so that you're experiencing the reflection and the growth that you need to in order to really, really appreciate it and know how to navigate with it and how to live it. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Okay, so embrace the in-between. I feel like this card is really more for you than the Peacock card. This message of embracing the journey and finding joy and knowing that you're on the right path. All you've got to do is keep trucking, and it's all going to work out for your highest and greatest good. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this reading made sense for you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Please hit like and subscribe, join my community, and I will see you back here for another reading next week. I pull cards every morning and every night and post them on YouTube. You can catch me there too, okay? Have a great one, Aquarius. Bye-bye.